behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up in just a moment. But don't forget about the subscribe and bell buttons below you there, and you'll always be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And if you'd like to leave a comment on the comment section, please go ahead. We'd love to hear from you. And pay attention to the description part as well as the closing credits at the end of this program, because we'll have contact info for you. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Oslo, Norway today, we have Emmie Lee, very talented country artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we're going to get to that in a second, but first, here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show. Don't go away, we'll be right back, right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Oslo, Norway, we have Emmie Lee with us today. Thanks for joining us, Emmie.
Thank you so much, Paul. It's great to be on your show.
Yeah, it's glad to have you here. What's your story as far as how you grew up in the music? I mean, did you have a musical family? Did you just love music in general? I mean, everyone has their own story. Tell us your story.
Yeah. As far as I know, I don't have anyone musical in my family, but I used to spend a lot of time just me and my mum traveling around in the car, and she always had music playing, so I would always sing along to her tapes. It was back then, you know, in the dinosaur era, and yeah, I loved music, and I would drive her nuts by like singing really loud everywhere we drove. And then when I started in school, I just joined the choirs and that kind of thing. And then from there, I went into musical theatre and started doing a lot of that. But I've always loved, you know, rock music, country music. That's always been my thing. My mum had a house in Florida from when I was 2, so I've spent a lot of my vacation time in the States. So country music is what I sort of listen to most in the car when we're over there. So that's why I think I've drifted towards that genre. Although actually I'm slightly more rockabilly country now. I've invented a new genre. I call it pin-up country, you know. So but yeah, I always used to sing in the car, and then as soon as I was old enough to sing in bars and things like that, then I did, and I joined bands and duos, and it just sort of progressed from there.
Okay. Well, you know, here at Paul Mash TV, we cater to all genres. So, what were some of the artists that you grew up with that helped influence you? I mean, were there anyone, especially legends, that come to mind?
Um, for me, my first love, I suppose, I was a real mixed bag. So when I was a teeny bopper, I was into like New Kids on the Block, and I really loved the pop music. And then I went swift dive straight into rock and metal music, and then I went strictly metal for a while. So but then I realized that wasn't so good for the singing. And because I've always done the musical theatre and all that kind of things as well, and like I said, the country thing that I was doing every vacation, I was in the States, so I was hearing the country music. I think that then became my favorite genre. So I've sung, you know, any classics. Obviously, I love Dolly Parton. Is, you know, she's my icon and my idol, and she's little like me, and, you know, curvy. So she's fabulous. I always looked at her and thought, oh my God, one day I want to be her. But for singing wise, it was the Dixie Chicks that really got me singing country music, I suppose, the best, you know. So that was one of the first things I ever did, sang in public, was Dixie Chicks. I actually did a karaoke competition and won £20 when I was about 17 or something. So it was quite a big amount of money way back then. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, those are pretty good bands. You know, you at the beginning you mentioned New Kids on the Block. I remember that
Oh,
group, and And of course,
Yeah.
you said Dolly Parton and Dixie Chicks. Of course, they're called the Chicks now, but
Yeah, that's true, yes.
and those are pretty good too. I loved Dolly and the Chicks, but then again, who didn't love Dolly? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, I know. And I saw the Chicks play in Glasgow many years ago, and the entire concert was note perfect. It was just amazing, and just the musicians and everything. It was so inspirational to watch, and I was just like, ooh, one day I want to do that. So yeah, seeing that
Uh,
was amazing.
well, tell everybody about how we can learn more about you. I think you have an official website. Maybe you're on streaming and social media and so forth.
Yeah,
Tell everybody about that.
absolutely. You can find me all over the place. So I have emmielee.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. You can either search Emmy Lee or singer Emmy Lee or Emmy Lee Studio. It's slightly different on each place, but if you go to emmielee.com, then all of the links are on there and you can find everything from there. That's the easiest way.
Okay, well, go to Emily.com, as she said, and check it out. You'll find all the streaming and social media sites she's on, and I know she'd love you for that. And the video we're about to watch is called Perfectly Imperfect. It's an interesting title, but is there a story behind this song? We'd love to hear about that.
There is actually, yeah. It was one of those songs that came about very quickly. I was having a discussion with a friend of mine who I think is pretty amazing. And he was saying that I was like, oh, you're so perfect. It's sickening. And he was like, I'm not perfect. And I was like, oh, okay, perfectly imperfect then. And we both went, oh, that'd be a good song title, wouldn't it? So, and I was like, hmm. And I started thinking, and by the end of the conversation, I had a few lines written. And then about an hour later, most of the lyrics were written. And by the next morning, the entire song was done. So I had it all in my head. And I always, when I start writing, I find that I can hear all the music coming through. And then I have the problem of I can play guitar, but I'm not a musician really. So I then have to get what's in my head out. And that's the tricky part of the process for me to try and get the musicians to understand what's happening in here. But yeah, the first writing the song was it's basically a song about real people, about being real and being true to yourself. And you know, I sort of joke when I introduce this when I'm singing live. I say it's a bit like my Tinder profile. This is what I would like in a man. I don't want one of those fake people who spends all time doing their hair and wearing, skinny jeans and designer clothes and things like this. I just want someone to be themselves and be honest to themselves, and that's all I need. So it's about that.
Right. Okay. Well, it is a great song, and you guys are really going to love this, I know. And we'll get to that in just a second. But Emmy, thank you so much for being on the show today. Come back anytime you want to plug something new. Maybe we'll have you back on again sometime.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem. And here it is, Perfectly Imperfect by Emmy Lee. It begins right now.
I don't need no sissy men with tailored shirts and a model bow tie. Don't wanna see their ankles from below your jeans. You can walk back at that door if you ever show up wearing sandals. Only real men do anything for me. I need rough, hard-working hands, got nothing against a farmer's tan. Perfectly imperfect's what I need. Every scar tells different stories, and I can't wait to explore them all. 'Cause perfectly imperfect is perfect for me. If you don't wear those skinny jeans, you better have some muscles underneath. Unless you're in a rock band from the 90s. Just keep on rolling by if you're driving a white Porsche. Only real men do anything for me. I need rough, hard-working hands, got nothing against a farmer's tan. Perfectly imperfect's what I need. Every scar tells different stories, and I can't wait to explore them all. 'Cause shooting, truck driving, buck fighting, beer swigging, hog riding, bad boys every time. So ride up on that horse, cowboy, and show me how you rope them bulls. Sweet talk me with your southern Texas drawl. Show up on your tractor, and I'm yours forever. Only real men do anything for me. I need rough, hard-working hands, got nothing against a farmer's tan. Perfectly imperfect's what I need. Every scar tells different stories, and I can't wait to explore them all.